And live. Hey. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Breakfast Cereal Live. We got a lot to talk about today, but most importantly, Fred the dog is back. What can I say? He got tired of grandma, so he's back. Yeah. Welcome to the live, everybody. Who's here? We got 7 of us going. Okay. Let's see. We got Maddie. We got Vicky. We got Cece. And yesterday's news coming in at 3rd. Yo, welcome, people. Hey, guess who's here? Wednesday's here on Wednesday, 13. So how's everybody doing? Let's get this thing going. Yeah. Greetings from Lynchburg, Virginia. New viewer, first-time live commenter. Welcome to the live. So I named this live after we're going to talk about King Von and whether or not he's a serial killer or was, and exactly kind of what it is that makes a serial killer. Because the latest video that I released on Saturday, there was a lot of comments going down, a lot of people arguing down in the comments that, yes, King Von is a serial killer. No, he isn't. Yes, hitmen are serial killers. No, they're not. So there's a lot of people, arguing, debating what it is exactly that makes someone a serial killer. So we are going to talk about that, but we're going to wait a few minutes till we get a few more people in here in the first place. In the meantime, I'm going to pay attention to the comments. The puppy, yes. Oh, Josh, you look different. You think so? How? I mean, because my hair's down. I didn't put my hair up. Man, you're looking handsome AF today. No H word. Well, thank you. Wednesday says, hey, girl. Is that at me, Wednesday? Come on. His hair's a little off. We're getting over the comments about it's vibrant. Yeah, it's spring. Let's go. Spring. Hey, I made it to my first live. Love the show. Welcome, Steve. Welcome. Rex. Good King Von called himself a serial killer. There we go. All right, let's zips in. We got the usual suspects here right now. So here's the thing about what makes a serial killer. If you ask me, again, I am no authority. I am no professional. I am no criminologist. I am no psychologist. I am no FBI profiler. But I have watched a ton of stuff. So my channel is just my opinions, right? I'm allowed to have an opinion. Does it mean it's based in fact all the time? No, right? But that's the point of the channel. The point of the channel is we get together there. We get to beat up ideas together and we can talk about things together. Occasionally I'll bring in a professional to chat like I did with the psychiatrist that one time, right? Or the forensic psychologist, I should say, sorry. Just checking into the comments. Just because I call myself a SEX god doesn't make it so. Exactly. Here's the thing about King Von. Let's start with King Von, okay? Here's the thing that everyone is forgetting off the hop. How many murders has he been convicted of again? Can someone remind me quick in the comments? How many is he convicted? Oh, wait. Yeah, 0. 0 convictions, okay? So step 1, actually killing someone. So there's a lot of hearsay. There's a lot of, he had tweets on certain days, and there's a lot of comments that he said this and he said that. He was never convicted of a single murder. He was, to my best of my knowledge, he was charged once, but he was acquitted. Okay, so there's that. Second, people were saying that, okay, but here's the thing about him. Yes, a lot of his killings were within that kind of gang environment, but he enjoyed it, and he would like stalk people online, and he would taunt people. And he said even that he loved killing and he got a thrill from it, and this, that, and the other thing. However, and they were like, but every single one of these alleged victims and all of that, they were all within that circle. They were all someone that he had some. Freddie, would you keep it down? They were all someone that he had like some sort of perceived grievance with. And having a grievance or settling a grievance, like a revenge, or just the feeling that someone disrespected you, and that's a reason that you kill them, that is not the motive of a serial killer, right? That is not the motive of someone who has an internal compulsion. It's the motive of a bad person, maybe, right? and a terrible thing to do, and it makes you definitely a multiple murderer, but it's not the same classification as a serial killer. The other thing, each of his victims, let's say he committed all of those crimes, they were all done for different reasons, right? This guy said that, this person disrespected this way, this girl rejected me, apparently, right? That's not the MO, again, of a serial killer. If you look at any famous serial killer, I talked about Dahmer and the thing. Dahmer repeated the same murder over and over and over and over, right? It's the same thing because it's that compulsion. It's a compulsion. It's not the murder, as we say, again, isn't the end goal, right? Or sorry, is. He's repeating the same thing to feed that compulsion, and the compulsion in his case was that he wanted to keep someone with him, right? And the only way he could keep them from ever leaving and blah blah blah, or so he thought, was to kill them. Then he would have full control. The control is what he's after there, right? And so every time he would commit a murder, it was for that same thing. That's what all his murders are the exact same. Like maybe like the same reason, same motive, right? And that's the same with any serial killer. Ted Bundy, every single one of his victims was for the same reason. Ed Kemper's quoted as saying that every murder he was trying to kill his mom. Anyways, I'm going to check in on the comments. Caught the stream in time. Welcome. Wednesday says, I never heard of King Von until your video. Yeah, there's a lot of people who hadn't heard of him and a lot of people who had, right? Because there's a ton of comments, like I said at the beginning of the video, from people talking, oh, King Von this, King Von that, right? So that's why I did the video in the first place. I usually do feature the pooch most weeks, but he's been on vacation, staying at grandma's for like the last month. He was supposed to go for like 3 days, and then it was kind of a little nice break, and he ended up staying there. A serial killer just kills random people, and King Von killed rivals out of revenge for his gang. Yes, for the most part, right? And yeah, a serial killer does stalk people, and occasionally they may kill someone they know. But the reason they're killing them doesn't have anything to do with their personal relationship. People had argued that King Von, that those are personal, like I said, that it was personal motives, right? But a serial killer, it's not a personal motive in the sense that it's like, business is personal. It's not that. It's not, you disrespected me. It's personal. It's personal or internal in the sense that it's coming from some other weird, deep, embedded thing inside of them. That's the reason for the murder. The reason for the murder, and King Von's alleged victims, all of them, the reason's external. That person did something, I kill them, right? That's not serial killer behavior. Serial killer, none of Dahmer's victims ever did anything to him, and he didn't perceive them to have done anything to him, right? So that's another big thing if you think about it, right? Look at Richard Ramirez. Did any of his victims do anything to him? Absolutely not, right? Somebody tell me one of Von's victims that didn't do something to him. It's an external motive. Compulsion and ritual, yeah, it's big, huge part of it. Every serial, I think I'm going to do another video very soon because I've seen it in the comments a few times that, well, serial killer always has to do with sex. And I got thinking about that and I was like, no, not always, like most of the time. And then I started thinking about it and I really was having a hard time thinking of one that isn't motivated by something that you would view as sexual, right? Dahmer, yeah. Even Eileen Wuornos. I was like, well, maybe not her, but yeah, kind of, right? Um, they all almost. So I'm going to do a video about that and see. I'm going to find a few that aren't, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I'll probably get demonetized. Are there famous serial killers, or really any serial killers, that continue to kill during incarceration? Like killed? No. Not that I'm aware of. You mean like that killed somebody while they were in prison, like killed another prisoner? No. Like if you think about Dahmer again, right? He's not killing. The killing wasn't, and for most of them, it wasn't it's not the act of just killing. It's killing it tied in with something else internal, right? And Dahmer's not going to get that just from killing a guy. I mean, maybe if he had the opportunity to like somehow kill another inmate and then lay with him in his cell for like 3 days, but when is that ever gonna come to fruition, right? So it's like he couldn't satisfy his desire. He couldn't, and he knew he couldn't, and it was impossible, so he didn't. He said on record that he still had the thoughts while in jail because that's never gonna go away just because you get arrested. Where's Bruce? You see, there's a trade-off. Somebody's asking where's Bruce. That's the cat. There's a trade-off. Bruce and the dog, they're good friends, but like if he comes, she gets her fix of like hanging out with people by hanging out with the dog all day, so that when he comes down here, she doesn't come down to hang out anymore because he's here. Did you ever read Joyce Oates' Zombie, loosely based on Dahmer? I did not. What's the next Void video? I have another one that's based on ancient Rome. to like, it's basically the history of true crime. Like, where did we start with it? Kind of, how long has it been going? What's the deal, right? And I go all the way back to ancient Rome to start talking about stuff. So I don't know. I think that could be pretty cool. I'm having breakfast for dinner tonight. Hello, Josh. Nice shirt. Thank you. This is a favorite of mine. Oh, is that a beagle? Yeah, he is. He's the best. Here's one who didn't really kill for I'm going to start saying SEX so I don't, whatever, how we got to be. Shipman. Harold Shipman in the UK. I don't think he's really doing it for sex. He's doing it for power. But I don't think it was a sexual thing, right? Minx Alajinx, I like it, says, you think serial killers disassociate to deal with guilt, or are they totally void of a conscience? Well, I think a lot of serial killers are sociopaths who lack empathy. So they're narcissists. And if you're a narcissist, you don't consider the emotions of others ever, right? And like, you can't, they just don't have that. I don't think they feel much guilt most of the time. Dahmer's a weird case. I kind of think, I don't know, he's performative too, maybe, but he almost seemed at times like he did. and I could buy it because he knew what he was doing was wrong, and he actually did kind of feel bad, but he just couldn't. He could not stop himself from acting on his fantasies, right? Like, and then like I hate to dumb it down like as much as I'm about to dumb it down, and it's not the case necessarily, but it's like post there's that expression, not to be gross, but post nut clarity. And it's kind of, I think he was in a sense kind of like that, like get in this friggin' fog of his like fantasies and then act on it. And then after it's done, he'd have like a few minutes, but then he'd be like, oh man, I'm never going to do that again. I talk about it in so many videos. It's like that cigarette thing. It's like the addiction, right? So I talked about it in the last video. I've talked about it in a few. It's like that cigarette. They have this addiction, which is their compulsion, and it rises and it rises and it rises. And oh, I feel good. I'm fine. I'm never going to have another cigarette again. I'm done. I'm done. I don't need them. I don't need them. I feel fine. Totally fine. And then, like, you know, starts to build, starts to build, starts to build. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm fine. Fuck. Quit. It's like, you know, when I tried to quit smoking, I was going like years ago before I finally actually did. But like, I would go to the store after a few days. I'd crack and I'd like buy a pack and I'd smoke one. I'd feel so guilty that I'd throw out the entire pack after I smoked it, right? And be like, I'm done. It's fine. Then I'd soak it in the kitchen sink so that I couldn't go into the garbage after them. I threw them out, soak them in the kitchen sink and tear the pack into shreds, throw it out. I'm done. Not doing it again. So stupid. Next day, what am I doing? I'm going back to the store. I buy another pack, smoke one, tear it up, throw it out. I know what's wrong. It's bad. It's stupid. And I'm fine. I don't really need it, but I just had that one. That's why I throw it out. I did that like 4 or 5 days in a row. And I think that's very, very, very similar to what's going on with a lot of these guys, except the half-life, which is that time for the addiction to rebuild, is much longer, is usually a lot longer than 1 day, you know? Look at BTK, sometimes almost like 20 years in his case. Who knows, though, with him, right? Who knows if it was actually that or he was still doing stuff and we just don't know about the time in between. What was the live about today? Josh told me about post not clarity. How many active serial killers do you think exist in the United States? No idea. I could never answer such a question, right? In the Ed Kemper reaction video I did where they're interviewing Ed, I talk about that because that's the first like question the interviewer asks him. How many others do you think are out there like you? It's like, why would he know? Just because he's a serial killer. It's like he just knows. Oh, you know, I've 77 to 93, somewhere in there. Like there's no they're not part of a group together, you know. And I'm not making fun of your question. Don't take it that way at all. But I mean, like, how would you know, right? I'm sure there's lots though. Like that would be my answer. The Garth Brooks theory. I think I got to do a video on that. Yeah, it's hilarious. He reminds me a lot of Gacy. Their urges overrule any semblance of a moral compass. Absolutely true. So, one other little quick announcement here for those that have been asking and are interested. I have opened up memberships for the channel as an opportunity for people to support the channel and gain some extra perks. It starts today. It just went live. I have 1 member right now. I kept it dirt cheap for everybody because I don't want to be that guy. Well, you know, but I do want to earn some money from the channel so that I can continue to make more and more and better things as time goes on, and offer some exclusive perks. So it starts at only $3.99, $3.99 US, which is, that's good, right? I mean, what is that, like latte at Starbucks? So with that, you're going to get Wednesday just joined. I believe you can see there should be a button that says join next to the subscribe. Okay. Somewhere, anywhere you see a button that says join, you can become a member. Wednesday's the official first member. I wouldn't have had it any other way. We got another one. Yesterday's news. And hey, guess what? I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to be doing members only exclusive live streams. So it'll be a much more intimate group, right? Where we can just chat. I'm going to be granting early access to videos, the occasional additional bonus content that'll get dropped over there, including this Friday, a little bonus video for the members. And just, you get the badges and things like that. As time goes on, I'll expand the membership opportunities into like the Discord servers and things like that. But yeah, that's where we're starting out. So it's just $3.99. Yeah, it's an introductory for all you guys. There'll be some merch discounts too. And merch, I had the meeting today. So we'll be heading in that direction a little bit. And you know what would be great? The more members I am able to get for the channel, the less when the time comes, I'll have to interrupt my videos with ads and things, right? Because let's face it, I mean, at the end of the day, in order to do the channel full time, I have to be able to earn revenue, right? So, and the best way to earn revenue is through sponsorships, deals in your videos, or channel memberships. The more channel memberships you can get, the less ads you have to do on the content, right? Because you can just earn the money and we can just all have a good time here on YouTube together. But hey, welcome Bernie as well. So yeah, that's awesome. It's going to be fun. I promise it's going to be fun. And yeah, you guys are all showing up as green in the chat right now, those who are joining, and Maddie joined as well. Guys, this is awesome. So that's all I'll say about that. I will plug my memberships once more during this live. Forgive me, in like half an hour or 15 minutes or something like that. But that's where we're at. Let's, would you write a book? It would be pretty good. Nah, I've written movies, and one thing that I'm going to do on this channel is make a film at some point. It'll just be a short probably, but I mean probably like 20 minutes or something. But I am a filmmaker. If some of you don't know that, right? Like that was my gig, and I've made a lot of movies. And I would love to make something that makes sense for this channel, right? And just do something totally kick-ass. And I think it could be a fun thing to do kind of together somehow. I don't know how, but maybe conceptualize things like that. There's part of me that's kind of wanted to do my own version of an apt pupil. If you've seen that film before with Magneto, Sir Ian McKellen, Gandalf, where he's an old man and who is the other guy? Brad Renfro. Renfro, I think is his last name. He's the guy from The Client and stuff. He died like when he's only like 20, but like he's like probably like 15 in the movie, 16, 17. And he discovers this old man in his town, and he picks him out as being a former Nazi because he was doing a project on the Holocaust or something. And he spots this guy, and it turns out he is. So he just manipulates this old man and blackmails him basically for a while. It's instead of doing something like that, kind of, but with finding out that discovering that you have a former serial killer next door or something like that, But there's a lot more you can do. I don't want to just do apt people with serial killers, obviously. Is this the start of a cult? Yes, absolutely. I thought about saying that in the cult video I did, like in the Heaven's Gate thing, the cornflakes. That's why I wore this shirt today, If there was going to be if I'm going to be a cult leader, I have to have this type of shirt, right? That's why I'm growing my hair out. I am growing the hair out. I had a fancy haircut yesterday, even though it just didn't even look hardly any different. Most expensive haircut I've ever had in my life, and it looks barely different. We're getting off topic. But it was like you got to set the stage right? He's like, I'm going to clean up some stuff and set a new shape in motion so that in 6 weeks, I'm like, holy crap, you do your thing, man. Yeah, you seem like a good dude. I'm crying. Do we all need to get that shirt? Yeah, it's where's it from? What's the tag say? Oh, it's so hard, when things are mirrored and you're like trying to manipulate. I can't even. Here we go. What's the tag say, Wednesday? Read it and weep. Only in Sons. There you go. I bought this shirt a couple of years ago. It's probably discontinued. I think it was 2 years ago around this time, because I bought it for a screening of a film actually that I had going on. And yeah, it's a good shirt to wear open. It's not so great closed. So hey, we got a few new channel members here. We got Troubadour. Thank you so much for joining. I can't wait. Everybody, when you do, there's a membership exclusive that's like a tab on the channel. Get in there and write a message and introduce yourself and say hello. I'd love to or respond to my latest welcome message to the new members and introduce yourself. I'd love to just get that conversation going, especially when it comes to, like, for the members, when I start a members only live stream, I'm going to want to work out a date and time that works best for the majority of the group initially, right? I mean, that's never going to last at the end of the day, because once we have there's 100 members, I can't make it work for everyone, right? But if there's just 10 of us or something at first, we can find a time that's going to work best for everybody. So I want to be in communication in that way. Leslie Dobert also joined. Thank you, Leslie. Welcome. And Cece, I knew you would join. Appreciate it. And same with you, Bernie. Bye. And Victoria has joined the ranks. Welcome, Vicky. What flavor is the Kool-Aid? That's a good question. I would have to go. Everybody knows that the best. Have you seen that clip from? It's speaking of Garth Brooks, is that clip from the comedian Tom Segura and Brett, whatever his name is, Brett Kirsch, whatever, like the Two Bears One Cave podcast or something like that. But like where he's got that, like, Bert has like a giant flask and it's actually full of Kool-Aid, and he but anyways, everyone knows the best flavors of Kool-Aid, in my opinion. Cherry red. You know what? Green's really good, eh? You know, another good bit was, do you remember that bit, Dave Chappelle talking about what the fuck is juice? I want some grape drink. It's purple. Give me some apple drink. It's green. I need another comic video. What do you mean comic video? Like a comedic one, you mean? Like another couch video? Dude, I was just telling my girlfriend about you, but I didn't think you were making videos anymore. What are you talking about? I ramped up my video release. I've been releasing videos weekly. And before that, bi-weekly for 3 years. Wealthy says, who's your favorite serial killer? Wealthy, that's a question I get a lot. That's a question what I think people mean. I'm not knocking your question, first of all, but like, I think what you mean is, who do you think's the most interesting, right? Or who interests you the most? Because like favorite, like I like to say, they're not baseball players, it's not colors, right? They're serial killers. I don't have a favorite. Interesting wise, the one who got me going initially was Dahmer. Like a lot of people, right? But the one who I just can never shake for whatever reason is BTK. Can't stand him, but for some reason he's the one that comes up when I'm thinking about stuff for the channel all the time. Like I'm thinking about any angle that I'm thinking of to do an episode on. Somehow he fits into it in my head, and I'm like, F that guy, man. And I've said it before on the channel. Another big reason for that is the whole double life thing scares the crap out of me. so much when you can be that different in your two worlds. Like I said, when you're this guy, that's terrifying. Somebody said last live, someone said like they can just switch off your humanity. And it's like, yeah, if you can do that, it's terrifying, and then you can be a dad and have a daughter. And then you can go and kill someone else's daughter. What the? Ugh, makes me feel sick to my stomach. And it should make you feel sick to your stomach too. I hope it does. Yeah, I'm excited to be there. Right on. You look like Tommy Vercetti and Dexter clashed into one. I don't know who Tommy Vercetti is. I'm going to Google him. Ready? Let's see. Tommy. It sounds like something. It should be Tommy Vercetti. Hey, Tommy. Tommy Vercetti. Oh, it says just a shirt. It's not a person. Oh, is that the guy from GTA? When you Google it, a bunch of yeah, okay. That's funny. Burnt Chrysler is his name. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? My last name is actually pronounced like two animals. Doe bear. Okay. Doe, a bear, a female bear. Ice blue raspberry lemonade. Get that. How do you revoke memberships? I should revoke your membership for that comment. First day revoked. What did he do? He said he liked ice blue raspberry lemonade. That's enough. Later. This live's over. We got to get back to talking about King Von. I was an army medic stationed in Germany. I didn't know I was following you. Whose footsteps? Thanks, I think. I didn't know I was following you. Know whose footsteps? I don't know what you mean. Someone did a video about what flavor would hide it the best. Interesting. BTK. Maddie says, gave me $2. Thanks, Maddie. She says, thanks for your videos. What's your next big thing? Well, the True Detective magazine video comes out this weekend, the first of them. And it's very different, again, from anything that I've done before. So we'll see. It's a vibe more than a video. So if you're looking for a vibe Friday night to put on and do your laundry, do some dishes, just chill out on the couch in the dark, go to sleep. This is the video. So I'm testing it out to see how it goes. Vice City. Yeah, there we go. I knew I recognized the name, says Wednesday. Wednesday probably thought she knew the person. Wednesday was like, oh, I think that might be my guy who lives 2 houses down from me. And then someone's like, no, it's just a video game. Oh. Oh, man. I think I only give it to Wednesday like that because I know she can take it. And you know what? Wednesday and I've never met in real life, but it's thanks to this channel we've become friends, and we just can make fun of each other. Do you have any thoughts on why so many gentle souls who would never hurt anyone are so fascinated by this stuff? I mean, that's a video. That's a video. Not that I've made it yet. I've talked about that a little bit. It's a very good question, right? Very good question. There's some different theories out there on it. So I don't know. Very good. I'll think about it a little more, though. I've got some thoughts, but I feel like it would take too long to talk about. David, great question. Yeah, it is a good question. Do you consider Manson a serial killer? No, I do not. Like a lot of people. Some people do. I don't think so. He never pulled the trigger. He's maybe did one, right? Um, so no, in my opinion, he's a cult leader. He influenced people to do things for him, but it doesn't make him one, right? Doesn't make him a good person. Uh, the Iceman is a strange one in regards to the latest episode. Yeah, the Iceman's very strange. So I've read his book. Well, it's not his book. Philip Carlo has written a few crime books that I've read actually. Interviewed him extensively and wrote books on him. And I remember reading that book, and it disturbed the hell out of me because he went into such crazy details about some of the murders. But then later on, reading extensively and researching a lot more after that book and discovering that like 99% of everything he said was just total BS. So it's like they think at the end of the day, he's only really like maybe 2 or 3 murders or something like that. Not that that's not terrible, but not over 200 or whatever it is that he claimed, right? So, and it's like verifiable that he was lying about certain things. Like he talked about he was there for the hit on Castellanos, is that his name? And he wasn't. He was claimed he's the one who did DeMeo, and he didn't. He said he did this and that with him or something. Then they found him somewhere else, and it's like, okay, well, it wasn't him. Anyways, Dahmer's dad is trying to sue Netflix for the documentary they did of him. Yeah, Dahmer's dad passed away like 3 years ago now or something like that. I don't think you lied to me Wednesday. I'm just joking around. Dahmer's dad is, because it's so foreign to us, we are intrigued by it. I've always been intrigued by this idea that you can take people as humans that we are and expose, like what makes one guy go way the hell over here and when the rest of us kind of went over here, you know? Um, the extremes. I've always been interested by extremes and outsiders and stuff like that to an extent, right? And that's about as extreme as you can get, in my opinion. James Elroy theorized that the public fascination with serial killers had to do with vicariously playing out situations of sexual control. Yeah, maybe. You know what? There's a video that I made on the internet and sex and porn and all of that. And like, how would it be possible that with the prevalence and availability of not just websites like Cornhub, but like communities out there that are created for people of like interests like bondage and BDSM and stuff like that to gather and meet and talk, or just like online, and like, would that have made any difference for some of these people back in the 70s when, like, I'm sure it would be insanely hard to just find a avenue for that type of thing at all, period, right? Where now you could go online, maybe find someone consenting to pretty, like, there's a whole topic in that episode of consensual non-consent, it's called, right? And it's just like, could they have gone that route to an extent? Would that have possibly been enough? I come to the conclusion that no, it wouldn't be enough regardless, but like, it's kind of an interesting thought experiment in a way. What do you think of the prison abolition movement? Would that movement, in your opinion, lead to more like getting rid of prison, like abolishing prison? Is that what that means? Show the hairline, buddy. What do you mean? My hairline's good, man. The barber's like, you got tons of hair. I'm never going bald. Yeah, I got rid of Netflix a long time ago, actually. It was like the first service I ditched. But yeah. Have you heard of John Aykroyd? No. Shut up, Emma. Hi, Emma. Ignore him. Wait. Hello, Emma. Josh knows how to find stuff on the internet. Confirmed. Thanks, Peter. Did you ever do a video on the highway of tears? Yeah, I did. Oh, no, I just talked about it in the marginalized video. I didn't do a singular video on it. No. Josh going to be the next Manson with all the members. You're not a member yet, Sammy. Join. Join us. We'll do a weird cult video. You know, when I was close to getting rid of the couch permanently, because like it was just bombing, I really wanted to do a video. This is off topic again, but I really wanted to do, I was going to get rid of it, and I was going to do a whole video on how to dispose of a BODY, how to dispose of a body. But I was going to use the couch as the example. We are going to like hack it up, put it through like a wood chipper, encase it in cement, and then like throw it off a boat. I should still do that with something. Don't do that. I'll be unemployed. Don't do what? Hell's, I never ever remember dryad, right? Yo, you asked that question. The whole thing. Oh, yes. Prison, abolishing prison. Well, I don't know if it would lead to more serial killers. Prison's been pretty much proven that it's not really a deterrent, right? Like it just doesn't work like that. Like most people are committing crimes out of desperation a lot. Well, like not, I don't know. I'm not educated enough on it. I don't think it's going to just add to more serial killers because there's no prison, if that ever was a thing. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that serial killers, it's like I've said, it's that addiction, it's that compulsion, and that compulsion isn't going to go away regardless of what's out there, right? Regardless of their prison, no prison. There's guys who are doing these things in death penalty states. Like the compulsion in them is so strong that no deterrent is enough to stop them. Look at a heroin junkie, right? They'll like rob their mother blind to like, you know, like to get their next fix or whatever, right? It's like that. Nothing is going to stop. Nothing would stop most of them, I don't think. Someone says, are you a serial killer? Obviously not. Did you like that? That was me acting. Pretty fly for a white guy. There we go. Sammy does join the channel. I love it. That's awesome. I should have put a goal up, right, for this or something. But hey, we got some members kicking in here. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have some good times. I promise. The couch videos are fun to watch. Don't ditch it. I'm not going to ditch it. Don't worry. I'm not going to ditch it. They're way more work than any other video I do, but that's because they're so good. But like, and I've been like, since I don't have many channel members, I've been super busy with my real work trying to pay my bills. And I've had a couple of really big gigs lately, so that have taken up a lot of my time. I'm pretty tired, but I'm just kidding about the member thing. But like, yeah, so the couch content will be back soon. What do you guys want to see next on the couch? I haven't started editing, and I've got two options. I've got Clark Olofsson. He's the guy who, if you haven't heard of him, don't worry. I hadn't either, but you have heard of the thing he inspired or he created, essentially, indirectly, which is called Stockholm Syndrome. So I have a video shot on him, and then I have one on Bonnie and Clyde. So you guys be the judge, or maybe I'll put that up as a poll for members. That's what I'll do. Poll for members, but you can have your voice heard here now too if you want. Bonnie and Clyde or Stockholm Syndrome for the couch. Prisons are also meant for rehabilitation, but not everyone can rehabilitate. Yeah, well, the jury's out on that still too, aren't they? I need that video, but it needs to be CGI, no destroying the couch. I could figure out a way to just destroy something else, right? Like, I should destroy this couch. The reason that couch exists is that if you look up here, I've got a projector. Right, you can see it right there. And right here is the projector screen, so I can pull that big boy down, and then that couch is basically like a bed, so you can sit on it or you can like lay down and watch movies. I love laying down and watching movies. That's why I have that couch, not just a regular couch. Imagine if Josh's name was Samuel. Why? What's your real work? Video film stuff. I only work in that. I've only worked in that for a long time. So right now I just finished up. I was the director for a documentary and the editor, and that just finished up, and I was at the screening for that yesterday in the morning. Actually, it was a morning screening, which is weird. And right now I'm on another documentary that will be done within the next 2 weeks. And it's a big one, but once that's done, I got more time on my hands. But it's a busy couple of weeks. I definitely want to see the Bonnie and Clyde. The Bonnie and Clyde one's pretty epic. If you happen to have been in the conversation that we had, it's not a conversation, sorry, I did a live a while back where I did a behind the scenes. And I just put a camera up and let you guys watch the entirety of a shoot. And I did the whole Bonnie and Clyde episode in that. So you can see the raw version of that. Like, it's just me doing my thing on the couch before I've done any editing. It's from like way back in the wine shop, but it's that episode. Oh, we got a Clark vote. Samuel Little video. Yeah. I talked about him in one, but just briefly. Where's the poll going to be listed? Over on the member page. I'll put a poll there. Israel Keys. I love the behind the scenes. I remember that was a few Saturday mornings ago. Yeah, it was back in like middle of February, end of February. Oh, what time is it, folks? What time is it, Mr. Wolf? 9:50. What do you say we go to, what time you guys want to go to? We'll go to like maybe quarter after today. I'm having fun. I'm drinking coffee. Hey, Freddie boy, look alive, pal. You're live. Fred, you're live. What do you have to say? Great. I feel like the Stockholm Syndrome vid is going to generate more conversation. So maybe Bonnie and Clyde, since you have a couple of big jobs right now. Well, the thing about Bonnie and Clyde is that it's the longest video I've ever made. It's like maybe an hour. Now, Are you really talking to your dog? Yeah, he's talking to me. It's like Berkowitz. I'm gonna do some more of those reaction videos as well. But what do you say? What do you say we brainstorm together? What do you guys think? So I had a couple of clunkers come out. The baby farmer video didn't do well. Neither did Heaven's Gate, even though I think it's the best couch video we've ever made. So I was thinking, so like, for example, King Von episode that came out this past weekend is doing very well. It's going to hit 50,000 views tonight, which puts it like in the second position out of my last 10 or something like that. So what I'm thinking is, so why did that video do well? Okay, it's a question, the title, right? Yeah. And it's something that people have have an opinion on, right? And they can't wait to like give me their opinion on it in the comments. Yes, he is a serial killer, and here's why. You don't know because of this. Hitmen are serial killers because of this. I talked about it right in the very beginning of the episode. So I think it's episodes like that where people have an immediate reaction and they want to get in there into the comments. So what do we think would be other topics and questions, specifically questions that would pique the interest of people and would get that conversation drumming? Because like once that happens, then YouTube starts pushing the video more, right? I've seen it time and time again. I'm thinking that idea of, are all serial killers motivated by sex ? That's probably one. And then I can look at some that aren't and some that are and talk about why and how. And even that one that you think kind of isn't. Yeah, it is because of this. No, it isn't because of that, right? But what else? What can we think of? Toss a question that you think is on people's minds, or a question that is controversial but true crime related, and toss it down in the thing and we'll go. Are all serial killers sexy, Josh? Is that one sentence? Do the vids focusing on one specific person do better? No, usually no. More often than not, they do worse. I think the vids focusing on a topic generally seem to do better. Now, there's the occasional outlier. So the Charles Bronson episode on the couch did really, really well. Military service record correlation with serial. I have that exact video done already. You can go back like, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 max episodes back, and there it is. What is the line between being fascinated by serial killers and being enamored by serial killers? So I kind of have that already too. In returning, it's like a one on turning serial killers into celebs. Actually, would you kill for your loved one? That's not true crime. It kind of is, but it's a really good question, and I think it's a striking title, and I'm going to copy it right now. Wednesday's one sentence of, are serial killers sexy, Josh? I like that. Would you kill for your loved one? Because I could get really into like that just got pasted in a document. That's another thing with the members side of things. I want to get the members. I'm not trying to just farm ideas off of people, but like, yeah, like let's get that conversation going with the members once we get that membership going, and like all become invested in, like, you get a say in what kind of I make, you know. If I hear Chris Watts one more time, would you kill for your loved one would be good, wouldn't it? Because like, I've often, you know, you watch something and you go like, if if somebody had I wouldn't hesitate. I'd pull the trigger, you know? And it's like, yeah, but I mean, what would that video would be like? I've often thought about the difference of like how much easier it would be to to stab someone, let's say, than it would be to shoot some, or sorry, other way around. It'd be so much easier to shoot someone than stab someone, right? Here's an interesting one. Apparently, women are far more likely to strangle or stab than men are, and men are just way more likely to shoot than women. And apparently, that's because you twisted ass women prefer the intimate, like hands on, like connected. Yeah, I feel it, you know, whereas men are more detached and just want to just bang, bang, bang. Like, that's freaking wild. That's another good topic. Why do women want to strangle people? Did you see the interview where the man was trying to link the Long Island serial killer's daughter with cannibalism? I saw something about her being a furry, and there was some controversy over some of her posts, but I didn't see anything more about it. Are serial killers really more likely to be ADHD? That's good too, with ADHD being the way it is these days. Not that the way it is, but like, you know, it's a lot like when I was a kid. ADHD was like always like two kids in your class who had it, and they were just like, you were like, oh, give me some of your Ritalin. The age-old nature versus nurture. Yeah, I mean, that's like, are they born or are they developed? That is good. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Derek. You're welcome, Josh. Serving in the military has screwed up their brains. Some finally decide to get therapy before they do anything major, murder or suicide. My video was just about like, it wasn't like, again, it's like people were like, there were some people, not everybody, some people watched the video properly and understand that the video is not saying that the military makes people into serial killers. The point of the video was, why are so many serial killers, when you look at their history, they have a background, they were in the military. The military didn't make them, but what is it about the military that does attract people who have a tendency to then end up like that? That was what the video was about, right? Because it's something like 25% of all serial killers, so 1 in 4. It's not nothing. Sorry that us women have feelings, Josh. Brain injury and serial killers. Yeah. But what's the question, right? What's the question is always like, I think the thing I got to focus on for the next little bit. What's the thing that somebody's going to like read in the title initially and go, oh, I have, you know? I think that's where you go, right? And it's like, is King Von a serial killer? You're probably wrong. It was like good to get people in there. They watch it and they go, "Whoa, this guy's full of it," because he doesn't know, you know. Post nut clarity, corn hub, and furries. Another day in the life of Josh. What about the mushroom poisoning woman in Australia? You know what? I saw a freaking hilarious one today, and I sent it to my brother. I was like, yo, we got to do a video on this guy. And my brother said, this guy needs a statue made. Read this shit. And look at the flood he caused. Look. Oh man, come on, screen. Here, hold on. Let me turn down my brightness. Look. It's insane. The guy's now in prison for he's been in prison since 93. Same with the pizza murder. That's another one. I've taken down every swing set in my Tri-County area. Not on my watch. Good. Hey. Fight the fight. Thanks for the great stream tonight. It's 3 a.m., so I'm off. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out till 3 a.m. That's awesome. But have a good night and a good sleep. What were you like in the 90s? Well, I was a kid, for one. I was like 12. Well, in 1990, I was only 6, 5, right? Why do concussions turn people into serial killers? It's blurry. What does it say? Your eyes don't work. It says it's raisin lipstick. Let's do a video where you get the same haircut as where I get the same haircut as Rex Hooverman. I couldn't do that to myself. Let's get a video where you get the same haircut. I have like 5 guys. We have like 5 different people in barber chairs getting that haircut, different haircuts, and like I'm talking to them somehow. Somebody gets that one. Somebody gets like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? That'd be funny. Yeah, I have seen the thing where you spell things wrong on purpose. Yeah, exactly. I won't do it. Because I don't want to do tricks. You know what I mean? Like, I made a mistake in a video twice. Not that I probably made way more than that, but like I made a mistake in the Australian video on Chopper Read where I said that Australians liked Marmite and they actually like a thing called Vegemite, and they attacked me like crazy in the comments, mostly in good fun, right? But like you can see like if I would have done that on purpose, you know, just to get all the likes and stuff and the comments but I didn't. But like I got a ton of comments because they were so we don't know. Another one was I did a Zodiac video and I was so tired and I messed up the math. I said like, oh, he only killed 3 out of 5 people he tried. That's whatever percent. The percent was wrong. People in the comments, like, it's the first thing. I had one other guy. Here's a funny comment that somebody gave me once. It was like not that long ago. It was a guy who was like, I forget, but his comment was something like, hey, I've been watching your videos for a long time. I really love your stuff. I've never commented before. And then he went on to comment, and his comment was something about like either that like my hair looked stupid or like and I was like, you love my stuff and you've been watching for years. You've telling me you've never commented, and the first time that you do is to like give me like a insult. Thanks. I'm not gonna trend jump. Yeah, well, MK Ultra is definitely a video that I do have to do though. Yeah, Caught After the First is a good one. Mr. Ballin should go to Wednesday, right? Anyways, killer cuts. Fight the fight. I'm dead. Night, Maddie. See you next week. If you don't get Rex's haircut, I'm unsubscribing. That's genius, William. What did William say? I missed it. I thought you want to see young Josh? I shared this with Wednesday. I'll show you guys young Josh quick. This is hilarious. You'll get a laugh. Because Wednesday was like, oh, I thought you were going to actually show us the thing. And I did that video and then I didn't. So then I sent her a picture of what I looked like. Here's one. This is me as the lead singer of a band in the early 2000s. Oh, too bright, folks. That's probably 2003, I want to say. Yeah, a different time. Pretty cool. Hello, cornflakes. Hey, Trash Panda. We started memberships. Join the party. $3.99. Just if you can. I'm not saying you have to, but we're doing a thing. There's going to be lots of perks, lots of good stuff, starting with some bonus content this weekend. Early access, members only, live streams, things like that. Like I said, I've got to plug it once more on this live. Just released today, just started today. Memberships, anywhere you see a button that says join, it's usually next to the subscribe button. There might even be one in this chat, I don't know. But it's I'm doing it cheap, $3.99. And there's going to be a lot of good times in there. I'm doing it in order to, grow the channel and hopefully be able to do this full time for everyone. William gave me $10 and said your haircut is fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whoa, Lisa Luhu says, gay. Oi. Meet Sugar Ray. Vicky says, is that you? Then I showed him me in high school and I looked like a freak. Wednesday, I'm going to show you off. I'm going to show that picture of you. And I won't. Don't worry. I think you looked good in high school. Not that you don't look good now, but I mean, in high school, the picture wasn't a bad picture that she shared. I thought of doing a video where I dressed like Mr. Ballin, but I couldn't find an ugly enough shirt. Sorry, just kidding. What about Murder Factory vid exploring places with multiple killers? Like what? Backwards cap next episode. Oh, like Ballin again? That backwards cap. Does anyone remember the company called Snug? That was the hat I was wearing there. It was a Snug hat. They were pretty popular in the early 2000s. Backwards Blue Jays cap. Yeah, the backwards Jays cap. I got a Yankees hat right here. Backwards hat like Fred Durst. That's not bright red though. Backward fullback cap is not a good look anymore, If you're gonna go backward, you gotta have a cap that's adjustable, but that's been a while. You can go full Fred Durst. There you go. Tank top, backward hat. What do we think? Is this the look? This is the look. There we go. No offense. I love gay. Oh, thank you. Again, One of those weird backhanded compliments. uh, ugly shirt, backward cap, monotone voice, bad green screen. It's like $5.99 in Canada. Is that from the tariffs? Yeah, I guess, right? It's just the conversion rate. I had to choose uh a US dollar amount for a channel subscription. I chose $3.99. And then I guess that translates to $5.99 according to Google. William Schaefer has joined the cornflakes. That's what I called it, of course. So you're for $3.99, he's become a cornflake. Join the cult, baby. $5.99 in Canada, yeah. Like, oh, sorry, I already talked about that. Joining after I get off work, Josh. Awesome. Methods or theories disproved for serial killer profiling. Ooh, that's kind of a cool idea. But what are there, Rick? Like, what has been disproved? Did you name Fred after Limp Bizkit? I wish. Mr. Baldwin did a story that had a surprise person in it, and it was Ted Bundy. Like, Ted Bundy was in the video. So I hate to break it to you, Mr. Baldwin, but he's dead. The high school that doesn't look like he's into baseball. Oh, at the time I wasn't anymore, right? Like during high school, I was all about just the music and whatnot. I stopped playing sports and all that for years. And then it wasn't until like, I don't know, 10 years ago, not even about 10 years ago that I started to get back into baseball and sports and stuff like that. That's very 90s. How many serial killers did it for profit? I don't think many true serial killers did it for profit. You got H.H. Holmes there, but I don't think he's been debated that he's not really a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like that he's just, yeah, that he was just literally doing it for financial gain and that he probably didn't actually kill that many people. How about I thought about ranking serial killers tier list. I think, but I am gonna do the could I take them? But I think I don't know if I should do it on multiple in one episode or I should just do one like 5-minute thing where it's like, could I take him? BTK. And then the whole episode is me just discussing like how I would fight BTK. How I would fight Eileen Warnos and how she'd kick my ass. Lisa, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I've seen them 3 times. Who? Limp Bizkit? I saw Limp Bizkit in 1999. And it was, to this day, it was like a top 3 show that I've ever been to. Opening for them was System of a Down, and no one even knew who System of a Down was yet, including me, even at the time. It's before their first album came out. And Redman and Method Man. Imagine if Mr. Baldwin was a cornflake and just hears himself getting roasted, but he has a humiliation kink. Yeah, I'm not really roasting him. It's just all in good fun. You know, you got to punch up, right? Con man. I'm a cornflake and Josh always roasts me. What about that grandma who killed a bunch of people for their social security checks? I remember her. It was pretty recently, I think, in California. Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of serial killers that kill for profit. Yeah, there's definitely some for sure. I'm not, but yeah, I don't know. We'll do, yeah. Oh, I could get Eileen's haircut. I've been wanting a mullet. Well, Wednesday already said she was going to get Rex's haircut, I think. Why is Josh dressed like Matthew McConaughey? I hate that I'm missing the stream. I'm only dressed like this now because they said that I should do an episode with a backwards hat, and then we were talking about 90s, and then we're talking about Fred Durst, and I ended up with a backwards hat, not a Fred Durst red, and taking off my overshirt so that I was just doing the whole beater type thing. All the members should get Rex's haircut. That's the thing. Yeah, you sign up for the membership for $3.99, and then you also have to go to the barber shop or anyone on the street with a razor, really, and get the Rex Heuermann haircut. And then, or you know what? I should get everyone to send me a photo of themselves who becomes a member, and then I'll digitally give them the Rex haircut, and then we'll put together our own Rex haircut things. What shoes? I picked New Balance. Yeah, Heaven's Gate already did the Nikes. New Balance might be good. What about like something really shitty like Brooks? Do you guys have Brooks shoes, or are those Canadian? I don't know. Champion? Did Champion actually make shoes though? Actually, I don't know. Yes, I'll join for that. There we go, Lisa Lou Who. You're gonna get the haircut. What is the most shocking, crazy case you have looked into, in your opinion? There's been so many. I'd have to say Albert Fish is up there. He always comes to mind. BTK. It just disturbs me so much. I don't know why. But yeah, Brooks are good. Fat Farms. Oh, those Princess Auto promo shoes. Troubadour, you're on fire tonight. Converse are garbage. I've got a few pairs of Converse. I really like I have like the white with like the thin red stripe. I always liked those ones. But short, not high cut. You know what's hilarious? That Converse Chucks were like originally like the shoe of the NBA. Like imagine like somebody in the NBA wearing those now. Like they're developed as a basketball shoe. Like they're so terrible for you. Playing a professional sport wearing those. I have covered Joseph Fritzl. There's a whole video on Fritzl. It's not that far back, probably about a year. Scroll back. I can't remember what it's called, but you should recognize it. I wish I could remember what it's called. Converse Chucks are for sneakerheads with no money. I wish I had my go-tos down here. I kind of have a shoe thing. Well, I have a lot of pairs of shoes. But I'm more of a Nike guy. I do have some Converse, and I have some shit. What are those? I can't. All of a sudden, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I've got some Reeboks. But like I have a lot of Nike, and I have a lot of the main ones. I've had a lot of people ask actually in the comments from time to time over the shoes that I have on in the void a lot of the time, because I usually am wearing Nike. I'm an idiot. I'm saying I'm drawing blanks on everything. Nike Cortez, yeah, Nike Cortez, and the colorway is called Habanero. And they're like red and white. They're like the Marty McFly shoe, and I like them in the not in leather, but in the other material. Which again, now I'm drawing a blank on nylon. I love that shoe. I've been wearing that as like my main shoe for a few years, and they've discontinued that colorway. So the last couple times I bought it, I had to use the Goat app to find it. And like originally I bought the shoe, they were $90. Last time I bought them, it cost me like almost $400. But they'll last me a couple of years, right? So I got to buy them in bulk next time, I think. Birkenstocks with socks, you cowards. So maybe we should do Nike Cortez Habaneros. I love Chucks for weightlifting. And I like them for, you like them for weightlifting, eh? Do you do like squats in Chucks or just, I just wear like Nike, just like friggin' like trainers for the gym. Did the pump. Oh yeah, Nike pumps. We should do pumps. That'd be sick. LA Gears. Yeah, I've heard that Nike just do it thing. That was also in a Mr. Ballin video. I got a pair of Beavis and Butthead Docs, like Doc Martens. I like Uggs. Cool. The flat and hard soles on Chucks. Yo, $20 from Reeve8262. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Like, I really appreciate that big time. And he's got a question to go with it or a comment to go with it. So, most comfort gain serial killers such as H.H. Holmes, Burke and Hare, Dorothea Puente, and so on happened in the past. They are far less common. Also, Holmes killed a confirmed 9 with 16 to 27 suspected. So I do have a full episode on Holmes. I've got a Dorothea is a big part of my female serial killers episode. Is that the one? I think so. Either that or vulnerable communities episode. I think it's the female serial killer. It's female serial killers episode. Burke and Hare, I don't have one on, but the other ones I have episodes on. You should check them out. Josh, you should do a live where you just play your guitar for us. We can all sing along in bonus. You won't be able to hear us. Yeah. I'll play you guys a song. Lately, I've been playing. I've just been playing on my electric. I've been playing. I've been into playing like kind of like surf tunes. Like if anybody knows the song "Sleepwalk" by the Shadows, that's the vibe lately. It's so much. It's so great to have electric guitars these days compared to even like the early 2000s. Like I just have a little wireless plug and I just sit here on here, and my amp's like in the back somewhere, and it's just. Back then, you used to have like get a big pack for the strap, like, and a belt thing to be wireless. It was a pain. Main Shoe is crazy. Off topic, but you look like the lead singer of the Red Clay Strays. Never heard of that band. Let's see. I'm going to be horribly offended, I'm sure. So far, I've been compared to a video game character. Red Clay. What? Red Clay Strays. Yep, horribly offended. Guy looks like he's dead. Lisa, for you're just joining now. The big news of this live, other than me now doing my Fred Durst impression with the backward hat and the beater, is that channel subscriptions are now a thing. $3.99 for anyone who wants to join. We're offering different perks, exclusive live streams, things like that. We had a bunch of people join tonight. No pressure, but anywhere you see the little button that says join, you can join. And why is my high school boyfriend here? That's exactly what we were talking about. We're talking about what were you like in the 90s. And it led into this whole Fred Durst conversation. And then it led into me putting on a backward hat. And then it led into me taking off the overshirt and going straight for the beater. And showing a photo of me as a new metal lead singer. And you missed the photo. But yeah, subscriptions, channel memberships are here. $3.99. I kept it good and cheap, but the goal is to get a lot of members so that I have to do less ads. But the perks will be things like early release and also aside from early release, you're going to get exclusive live streams, some bonus video content, including a bonus video that's coming out this weekend, and all that kind of great stuff. Anywhere you see a little join button, I don't know if it's available here in this chat, the join button. I can't see it because I'm me, I guess. But on the main channel, there's a join button now. That's what that's all about. So I appreciate everyone who joins. I appreciate you, even if you don't join. That high school boyfriend thing's killing me. This is exactly what I would have dressed like in high school, except I had like really scrawny, spindly arms, and I weighed like 130 pounds at the same height I am now, and like, yeah, smoked like 400 cigarettes a day. I've been really into reggae lately for some reason. Right on. Like what? And whenever anyone says they're into reggae, it's always strictly Bob Marley. And I bet that's what you're going to say. Or who's the other guy again? There was one other person people used to drop. Unless it's like newer reggae. Dude, your channel's the bomb. Well, thank you, CB Lineberger. I appreciate that. I love it here. That's awesome. Let's get you an upright bass player and a 1970s style suit and be a Reverend Horton Heat cover band. One of my best friends has a stand-up bass, actually. He was a bass player in a death metal band, and he also owns a stand-up, old-timey stand-up bass. I'd like Damian Marley. That's another one, but that's just Marley's son. We need a secret handshake. He appreciates my broadcast. Hey, yeah, no shade. I mean, I understand, right? Love the Police, the band. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's reggae influence, right? I wouldn't, yeah. Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. What other videos have you done on serial killers is the question. Well, I think there's 200. A ton. So if you go onto my channel and you click on videos and you scroll through, everything that I've done is on serial killers for the most part. There's like 5 videos that aren't. They're either on a topic about something or just an individual serial killer. Back in the day, all I did was videos making fun of serial killers, and I still do those now. But I've also started to do more serious topics and things like that as well. But yeah, everything pretty much is on serial killers. So there's tons of stuff. Ska is the best. Ska. That stupid skanking thing that's all the ska people used to do, and then old school punk fans. In the 90s and forever, I've been an NJ punk rock girl, New Jersey punk girl, home of the Misfits. There you go. I was just kind of making fun of Pennywise. Not making fun of Pennywise, but making fun of like skanking. Good night, yesterday's news. I never knocked on wood. Is that what that is? Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what that is that a lyric from that? It sounds like it is. The mashups were pretty funny. Yeah, the mashups are great. I love the mashups. Okay, folks, what time is it? I'm going late. It's 10:30 already. Okay, folks. I should put my shirt back on. And to take off this hat so that my live stream doesn't end with me looking like that guy who just recently did one of my videos. What's his name? That Joe Bart. He reacted to my video, and all that guy ever wears is a beater. And all. Now I gotta fix this. It's too late. Can't do it. Okay. What's your favorite murder weapon? That's a wild question. I don't know because I've never done that. Thankfully. You never even played your guitar for us. What do you want me to do? Break it out and play some like the electric and play some Rage Against the Machine? I'll play you some, you know what song I've been playing a lot lately too on the acoustic? It's a 90s track. Lucky by 7 Mary 3. I learned that one the other day. You know that song? If I stay lucky, then my tongue will stay tied, and I won't betray the things that I hide. That song. Wednesday is my favorite person ever. Okay, I'll play the guitar. No, I'm not going to play the guitar. I'm not going to do like a fucking Kumbaya sing-along. Maybe for members. Look at cameraman Eric out here. He plays guitar better than me. Roundabout, but yes. Sanctuary. Lucky by Britney Spears. Isn't she lovely? I've been on Stevie Ray Vaughan kick. That's a good kick to be on. I have a serial killer comedy show. Hey, Fred. Fred's up. What are you doing, Freddy? Freddy, come here, pal. Come here, Double. Freddy, come here. Don't. Come on. I got a treat. You're such a dink. Here, come here. You can have a sip of my coffee. How's that? That works. For a treat, you could tell him a treat and just give him one of his own kibs, and he'll act like it's a treat. I'm one of the rare people that can read music, not tabs. I can read tabs too, but I can read music because I took lessons for years and years and years. That's why, I guess. Give me the face he just gave me when you said treat. Fred, come. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, you're not sleeping in the bed tonight. You're going to sleep in your own bed. Why is Shipman a serial killer, but Kuklinski is not? Because Kuklinski was hired to kill people. That's why. Like, people paid him to kill other people. That's like one reason. He's all F off. Yeah. You know, I heard why dogs do that. They walk in a circle so many times before they sit. Do you know what that apparently is? I read somewhere. Because it's like an instinct thing from years ago. They used to like have to check their area for snakes. It's like, so they still do it now. It's like, Fred, there's no snake in your bed, okay? Today's not the day that I put the snake in the bed. You know? Same with the cat. She always like freaks out out of nowhere when you make a move. And it's like, yo, you've been here for like 10 years. Today's not the day. Today's not the day that I decide to kill you. Like, you're okay. You're safe. You don't have to freak out because I move. Do you think dogs lick you because they want your bones? That's disgusting. But I think I think most of the things the dog, most of the time, his whole life is around food. You know what I mean? His whole life is around like, is there food there? Every time I'm like, if he's sitting in the living room upstairs, and I like, I'm down here working, and then I come upstairs and like I get something and I go downstairs. As soon as I go downstairs, I hear him jump off the couch and he goes into the kitchen because did I maybe drop a piece of food? Like it's his whole life. Today's not the day, tomorrow is. Familicide. Yeah. I don't know. That disturbs me so much. I'm not sure I can handle doing it, to be honest. Wow. Thank you for the $9.99. I really appreciate that. There's a very little, at least in English, there's very little on Vlado Teneski, who wrote journalist articles on his crimes. Have you heard, made, or thought of making a video on him? I have not heard or thought of, as a result, not thought of making a video on him, but I will look into it because that's interesting. I copy the name. Vlado Teneski. Teneski. Is that Polish? Teneski. Ski. Isn't ski often Polish? Speaking of food, too bad we don't all live near each other because I could really cook and bake. Yeah, it's too bad. You made good money on this live, eh? Wednesday wants a refund. Is it Russian? Yeah, true. It's also Russian, isn't it? Volensky. Volensky, what's with the what's the potatoes? Vodka, Russian vodka. That's my. I did like 2 Russian videos and I tried to do Russian accent. It was so bad. Wait. Can you actually sing? I can sing pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. All right, folks, we're going to call it. I loved having a live tonight. Loved announcing that we're doing memberships now. Love that so many people signed up to be a member for the channel for the price of coffee from Wednesday Stop. For the price of a coffee from Starbucks. But I really appreciate everybody joining up. There's lots to come for this channel. You guys are in on the ground floor. Believe me, there's going to be a lot of floors to come. So it's great to have you with me. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. It really does. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun together as the channel grows. Onwards and upwards. And thanks for joining tonight. And I'll see you guys in a video on Friday night or maybe Saturday morning. I haven't decided if I'm going to stick with Friday nights or just Saturday mornings. But I really Wednesday, God, I love it. Sub chat, we want the beagle back. Thank you, Josh. Okay, folks, we'll see you guys soon. And thanks again. And take care, folks. Freddie, say goodnight. Fred. Freddie. Oh my God. Night, folks. Jeez, he's a dick.